What up, people? They wouldn't let me go live, people. They got some new shit on YouTube. Said my channel doesn't meet the standards. So they done blocked me on YouTube, Facebook, everything, people. They don't want you to hear from the real one. Okay? But I'm gonna just make this video and see if I can upload it. Tell you what's on my mind since I've been gone for a long time. People, let me get straight to it. We gotta work together. That's number one. They're surviving off of your anger. They're surviving off of your anger, your depression, your confusion, everything that makes them survive. You have to have a light heart. Your heart has to be light. Anything inside your heart will cause the original you to be confused and go the opposite direction of where the original you will go. If nothing was in your heart, you can be guided by the left side of your foot, by the birds, the animals. They can guide you, they can speak to you. But when your heart is heavy and something is in there that is not connected to nature, it disconnects you from nature also. Okay? Now, me, I've been through the tests and the trials and the tribulations that they attacked you with. I walked through them. So I know where they're coming from, and I know what they're trying to do. And I know they want to pull you into the fire with them. I know they want to pull you to the right side of your foot. I know they want to pull you to the right and keep you away from your left and keep you away from balance, which is here, balance. Your opponents obviously don't have a heart. If you can see, if you have eyes to see, you see that your opponent does not have a heart. Melanin is something that's connected to the earth. And when you lack it, things inside of you can go haywire when you're around the original people. You see what I'm saying? So, you have to connect with all your people. You have to work together. You have to build together. They want to keep everything away from you that's keeping you from being the greatest that you can be as a family, as a unit. They don't want you to learn shit. They don't want you to even know how to build your own motor from scratch. They don't even want you to make your own tires. They don't want you to know how to do anything. But the blueprints are right in your face. The know-how is here. It's right in your face. All these blueprints on how things are made. When you're working for these companies and you're working for certain businesses and you see the structure of you working for Amazon or you working for a car company, you have to use your mind and your eyes to be the eyes for us and the answers to take pictures of how things is developed, how the scaffolds is developed, how to make little roller wheels so the product can roll down the scaffold or roll down the line, how they make the electric. You have to get the knowledge. You have to act like it's only melanin on the planet. You have to know what the war is about. You being food for them for the rest of your life. Eating off of your soul, eating off of your negativity, eating off of the death of one of your best friends who got shot by some other guys across the street, eating off all of your hurt. It keeps them alive because you don't know how powerful you are. When you become angry and mad at someone who took your brother out, that anger feeds them. Everything you going through, the crying at the funeral, it feeds them. In order to destroy your opponent, You have to be the happiest you ever have been. Every day, you must be the happiest that you could ever be. They've tried to keep the family unit from coming together. They have made an enemy out of the woman and placed the woman or the man inside the home to destroy the home structure. Now, if you're not on the right frequency of the way things are supposed to go and things are supposed to be done, then it will put your mind and your heart and your spirit in a confusion of chaos. They want to work you to where you have no time to study or read a book. They do not want you to use your mind. They do not want you to be smart at nothing. They do not even want you to have what is supposed to be yours, which is so-called Africa. They don't want you to come together. You have to go out and learn how to build roads, how to build the pavements, how to build the things that breaks up the rocks and turn them into smaller rocks so you can pave your roads. You have to get out here and learn everything about truck mechanics. You have to be the best truck mechanic in order to bring that knowledge back to the family. You have to be the best auto mechanic in order to bring that knowledge back to the family. You have to do all of these things, and these are your war tactics. These are what you're supposed to do in this type of war. Learn as much as possible. Work hard, but don't work your life away. Knowing that learning and reading a book and getting the know-how to create and become the creator that you are is more work than working 10 hours on a shift at the job. No matter what they pay you, it's not worth it if you went all day and didn't learn nothing. The money is not worth it if you come home and you have nothing to teach your children. See, I have to come home and teach my children how to drive a big rig. That's it? Is that it? You teaching me how to drive and how to use the clutch, and what about how to build the engine? How about how to cast the iron and make the cast iron the block? How about showing me how to put the lifters in and how to make lifters, how to sculpt and how to use metal and how to... What about that stuff? What about the important stuff that made the vehicle? Not you coming and teaching me how to drive. That's it? You're going to teach me how to cook, but not teach me how to farm and how to grow the right way? These are the things that we must place our focus on. Now that the time is allowing you, you have to accept the invitation, accept the challenge, and go get the information and the knowledge and bring it back to the family. You have to build your building where people in there is working on robotics and computers. You have to build it. You have to make your own schools. When the schools is developed by you from the ground up, the teachers are your family members from the ground up. There's no interference or intervening from your opponent inside of something that you must create for yourself. They're standing on all knowledge that has been stolen from you from the beginning. If you see the things that you see now, there's nothing new under the sun. So if you see a plane, you see a helicopter, you see a boat, what makes you think that you wasn't on the verge or already developed those things a long time ago? These things was taken from you. They held you captive, put you in a hole, tied you up so you never learned anything. And even then, the spirituality of the body and the mind, how it works, how to defend energy off of you. That is more important. To learn spirituality about self, about your brother, about your mother, about the woman, about the man. That comes first before you even start to create. Because if we are all one mind, that means there's a way that we're linked together, that it works in a perfect harmony. And if we're not working in that perfect harmony the way things go, then the other frequency that does not have the melanin magic shall come in between and scatter your frequencies. Because whatever's in them is not supposed to be in you. Your melanin kicks off something totally different. They don't have what's coming out of you, but they found a way to extract it from you by putting you in to a matrix that was created by them. You must come together and learn the importance of love. Love brought you in, and love will get you out of this. Hate didn't bring you here, and hate is not going to get you out of here. Anger didn't bring you here, and angry is not going to get you out of here. It was love that created you. And in that love essence and in that love frequencies, you shall create whatever you want to create. But you first have to create the time to be successful. And that's when you go into what? You have to build your community. You have to come closer in vicinity to one another. You have to become one with one another. You have to create the love that was there in the beginning once again. You have to get rid of the faggotry, the homosexuality, the confusion, the things that is not permitted by the Most High or none of the high angels. You have to get away from it. You have to separate it. You can never accept it. So don't be afraid to talk down on it. Don't accept it. Don't turn the other cheek on what you know that is wrong and that is foul and that is sick and that is a dis-ease to the melanin family. You must talk down on it. You must get rid of it by any means necessary. Instead of you killing your own brothers and sisters for ignorant beef, about things that doesn't even belong to you, things that you cannot create. Money is the matrix. Money is not real. The only thing is real is me, you, the spirit, the birds, nature, earth, sun, moon. Those are the things that are real. Those are the things that we must cherish. Those are the things that we must hold fast to. Those are the truths that represents us and who we are. Don't go into any truth that doesn't represent you and who you are. Don't follow. I want you to go out there and find and look. Everything is right in front of you. This laptop is right here. Open it up. Look at the brain. Look at how it's put together. Figure it out. Create your own. Figure out how the screen is made. How do you make the flat screen? How is this made? Figure these things out, and you must create your own of everything, but I want you to create it even better than what you see that is created before you. I want you to even create it even better, more advanced. Knowledge is our soul and our spirit, and it was taken from you. And they put you in the matrix to where you had to pay rent and pay for phone bills and argue over this and argue over that because you can't make the rent. This is not. That's all a design to keep you confused. Love is your way in. Love is your way out. You must smash on everything that is detrimental to the melanin nation, to the melanin family everywhere. You have to develop. Your house is my house. My house is your house. I'm not working for just my immediate family. My brother, my sister, my daughter. I'm not working for just my immediate family. I am working for the family of all of the diaspora of melanin. All of us. Those in the bushes, those over there who don't have this, those with fat bellies who hungry. You are working for all of them. You are in a position where they wish they was, next to the information and knowledge. So you must not let this go past you. You are the horse that was brought in. You know how they rolled the horse in, but it was all certain thing, and then people thought it was a statue, and then everybody came out the horse. You are that Trojan horse that was snuck in or that was kidnapped. But it was a gift inside of that horse that must come out. And now is the time, people. They do not want you to hear from me. They do not want you to speak to me. They do not want you to follow any words that I am giving you because it's detrimental to them. You must not follow their religions. You must not eat what they eat. You must never eat meat or never eat flesh. Never be a carnivore. You must drink water. You must learn how to distill your own water. You must learn how to alkalize your own water. You must learn how to make your own water machine. Your focus should be water. Water stores. Water, water, water. Do not drink of the alcohol, ever. I don't give a fuck if it's just an occasion. Do not drink of the spirits. Do not drink of what kills the inside of you. Like they're trying to give the tribe in Africa, in India, who've been over there for so long. They got their own island. And now they use as a tourist attraction for people to come by and say, oh, wow, those are the ancient people. But will not give them a school for them to teach themselves. Will not give them the books. And even the things that they will give you, you must read between the lines. Get the information that is suitable out of the books and leave the bullshit. Because they do not want you to know anything. They do not. I want you to get into your auto mechanic. Get into these schools. Learn as much as possible. Get into these computer schools. Learn as much as possible. Bring it back to the family and become a teacher. Excuse me. You must become a teacher. 99.9% of every melanated person should become a teacher. If you can type, if you can speak English well, now you can be a teacher. There are those out there who cannot speak English, and you can go to these places and you can teach them English. You can teach them. We must learn every language on the earth. Every one. There is no time to say that we are bored. There's no time to sit up and say that we have nothing to do. There is no time for that. That is a lost-minded, lost-spirited person. And you must get away from that person who says that they're bored, but it's not typing the dictionary out from front to back, but it's not reading the books, but it's not reading the right information. Get away from the people who want the easy way out. Those who want to just sit up and learn about history and tell you about what happened to you and tell you about all this shit, but not willing to use that same energy about learning what we already know, that we have been screwed. Instead of teaching you over and over how you have been screwed, that is no difference from them uploading 12 different slave videos. That is no different from Amistad, Roots, 12 Years a Slave. That is no difference. You already know that you are the original. You already know that something was stolen from you. You already know. So what you need to do is skip that part and get to the part about learning everything that will build your nation up. You must do it. Get out of the books that keep you trapped in a continuous religious state and telling you over and over and over, instead of using that time to read and know every word in the dictionary, to go out and learn how to build a car from scratch, to go out and know how to build a fender, a frame, a tire, a rim. That is that is important. The other thing is just to waste your time. The club, going inside of these clubs, getting clubbed upside of the head and getting all of your spiritual essence took out of you. Knowing that your sperm is your savior. So you must save up your sperm so it can run up your back to your head and awaken your kundalini. Don't let the sex spirits get you down. Don't let the food spirits get you down. It is not you. It is spirit that was thrown into you to make you eat certain foods, to make you want to go gamble at the casino, to make you want to go clubbing. These are spirits that must be defeated. This is a spiritual war, and there's spirits coming from other people's body and other people's mind and other people's places in the galaxy to go inside of you to keep you in a confused state. You must bypass all of those things and know the truth. When I found out that I was feeding the demon, I turned around and kept all my semen. Understand that they live off your sexual pleasures. Every time you open up the galaxies inside of you for orgasmic pleasure, you are feeding people. You must do it for the purpose of creating another carbon copy of yourself. You must duplicate yourself as many as possible. You must overpopulate with your melanin. The spirits are here in the melanin. They will continue to teach and continue to move forward no matter how many demons stand in our way. We will continue to walk the path of truth and continue to work for our people. Your heart must be pure. You have to know your purpose. You have to attach with your peoples all around the world. You must put your minds together as one and create and build. Build your structure. Build your military. Build. Because in the end, the people who put you down there is trying to keep you down there. And the only way for you to get up from down there is to fight back. And that is the last battle of this earth. And you must prepare yourself every day for the last battle. It can kick off at any time. So you must prepare yourself every day for the last battle of what they will call, whatever they call it. You must prepare yourself. People with land, get the land. But don't get the land just for you and your wife and your children, and you got 15 acres of land. Don't be selfish and don't be stupid. We live everywhere. So don't put yourself in a place where you think that you're comfortable and that you're safe. You're only safe when you have your people around you. You get you some land and you put 15 RVs out there and start bringing people out of Chirac, bringing people from everywhere who's having problems and need somewhere to go and to build and for a change of pace. RVs, you must get them. You must get your RVs. We stay on the move. We never sit and wait for things to come to us. We stay on the move. We stay migrating. We stay building everywhere. Never get comfortable. 48 laws of power. Never think everything is okay when you know deep down inside that it's not. They're selling you clone fish, clone shrimp, clone this, clone that, fake fruit, fake watermelon. You must know that the oil is something sacred to the earth, And every day as the competition grows larger and larger and everybody beginning to compete, every race is competing against one another. They're draining the earth of the earth's blood, trying to hide themselves in the system, behind the system, living free and straining you every day of your life source energy. Use your life source energy with your family to build. Sacrifice yourself for your family. And everyone is not your family. Those who do not understand and understand the game, who's still drinking alcohol, still eating the flesh, who's still being the caveman, son, those are not your family members. Your family members is the one that love their body, because if they love their body, they're going to love your body too. If they hate their body, they're going to hate the light inside of your healthy body, and they're going to become to feed off of you. Like gang stalkers, like the brother Enoch said, gang stalking. I know everybody wants to be Osiris. Everybody wants to be Ra. Everybody wants to be the one. Everybody thinks they're the one. But it's okay. You're supposed to think that. You're supposed to live as the one. You're supposed to be the greatest that you can be. You're supposed to mimic the great gods. You're supposed to. It's okay, brothers and sisters. And don't get disappointed when you find out that you're not the one. That doesn't mean stop mimicking the one. Keep going down that path. Keep eating healthy. Keep eating a gallon of water, drinking a gallon of water a day. Keeping the body and the melanin pure. When the sun gets hot, it will not burn on you. Only if you have flesh and a dead liver and alcohol, that's when you're going to have problems. Only when you become what your enemy is, then you will suffer what your enemy suffers. You have to become what your ancestors were in the beginning. Today is one long day. It's not 400 years, 500 years. It's one long day waiting for you to get your mind together and figure out where you are at. You're at home. This is your home. This is your house. The whole earth. Not just a specific part on the earth. The whole thing is yours. And you must protect it with your life by any means necessary. Protect your women, protect your brothers, protect your sisters, protect your mothers, protect your family by any means necessary. Look at everything. This is what they're afraid of. They're seeing what the mind and what comes out of the earth can be developed into. And now they have to make sure that you or no one else can develop no structures, no nothing, no houses, no buildings, no nothing. They don't want you to know how to do nothing, how to break the rock down into minerals, how to do nothing. That's their job. And your job is to create. Do not waste time and do not rush at anything. Do not waste time, do not rush. Take your time and make sure that you know that you know that you know that you know before you move on and work on something else. And then once you establish something and became a master at it, you must become a teacher. Your job is not done until you teach the ones behind you to replace you. You learn, you go out, you learn, you go out, you build. Now you sit down, you're an elder. Now you must become a teacher. Your job is not done until you're done teaching. All these things, people, you must come together into one. You must defeat everything that comes against the Melanin Nation. That's gangs, Melanin on melanin crime, abortion. You must take care of all the children like they're yours. All of them. Be the mother and father of the earth. Don't run around here with your head cut off like a chicken. I want you to learn how to make glass, how to make windshields, how to make everything you see. I want you to put it in the box, the library, the Akashic Records. It was stolen from you. Now you must replace it and put it back in. Do not pass away with knowledge that has not been taught, but you passed away with the knowledge but never taught it. Do not be like some of those who did. If you had the cure to AIDS, you should have taught it to all of your people before you passed away. Not wait on the people to pay you for you to heal them. Not wait and say, look what I've got, but you have to come to me so I can give it to you. You give it to them. And some people pay for the mistakes that they have done, the greediness that they have performed. The eyes of the Most High is everywhere, and you cannot escape your judgment. It's not going to happen. You think I'm strict, you should see the ancestors. They're way more stricter than I am. Well, I don't know. We're probably even on that one. But people, you know what time it is. We cannot waste time. You must come together, fall in love with each other. You must melanin up. The lighter must mate with the darker. I want you to bring the richness of the darkest melanin back to us. Your children must come out darker than you. All of your children must be darker than you. So the gold and the gifts that's inside the melanin, you must go get before your opponents do. Now, if it was a race to become darker, who's already there? Who already is closest to the melanin? And all they got to do is mate with this person, and now the child is back darker. Now the child has to mate with this person. Now the children are back purple-black. You must make your way back to the color of the Sudan people, back to the color of the darkest people in the earth. You must make your way back. Do not look at yourself as being beautiful because your hair is straight and your eyes are blue or your eyes is green. That is not the ship that you was gifted to. That is not the body of the people of the Most High that she loved. We were purple, black. Everything else came after that. So make your way back into the mother ship. Become darker and darker and darker and teach your children to get out of those bodies and make darker and darker and darker. Make the planet back the way it was, and your gifts will come to you. Those who does not have the melanin, well, your child will have the gift of what's in that body. But you must make the decision in your mind of whether I'm telling the truth or am I lying to you. You must become darker and darker and darker. Do not fall into the other way. Do not go into the light. Come back into the darkness and you'll find out that the darkness is the light. I want you to build, 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 build. Stop the melanin on melanin crime by all means necessary. Teach them to love each other by all means necessary. You have a mission. And as long as too few good men and women sit on the couch and do nothing, evil will exist, and it will grow, it will grow, it will grow till you are no more. Till you look like something, and now that you believing that the something that you look like is you. But that over there is what you came from. So you must Sankofa and go back to what you came from. So I don't want to see no more lighter and lighter children. You darken your children up. They're not going to tell you what they're suffering with without that melanin. They're not going to tell you why they got to wear sunshades all day when the sun is out. They're not going to tell you why, what's happening in their body. They're not going to tell you. They're going to hide it, and they're just going to link to the other people. They're already deep. They already got their hands on computers and intelligence and knowledge. They feel that they are great. They don't ever have to go back. But come to find out, when you and your family stop eating meat and hold back from busting your semen off and find out you are the light and you are the power, now you are a problem to them. Only when you do what they do and kill your temple, now you're granting them more life. Now you're actually being the Christ for them due to your stupidity. You're saving the people who destroyed your structure from the beginning. Now they're conning you into the football games, into the basketball player, into being this and paying you money. But you don't know how powerful you are when you're running up and down that court and up and down that field, creating impact and letting all this energy off. You're still feeding them. All my melanated people should have been came out of NFL, NBA, came out of the niggertainment. Get out of that. And you're wasting your time because you're not learning how to build. You're not learning how to build, create. You're just being entertainment. The money is not real. Everything is going to be here. So all you're doing is renting. Even if you think that you're buying this house, Rick Ross, you're doing nothing but renting. That was nothing but dirt and rubble that was created by someone who decided to use their mind. You bought it like a fool, flossed on your people like a fool. Overstand and understand where I'm coming from. We never die. We just multiply. There's no such thing as death to the ones who created the spirit of this whole world, this life. There's no such thing. Don't let them lie to you. Don't let them put fear in you. You must be fearless in everything you do and bring love, bounties amount of love with it. They hate your love. They hate when you're happy. They hate when you give off love. They hate when your body starts to vibrate by listening to a bomb song or nice. They hate it because what's in you is not in them. When you rise, they slowly start to perish. Only in your happiness you shall be great. Truly happiness, you shall be great. Overstand this, people. Work together. Start your trucking companies. Get your people off the drugs and alcohol. Put them to work. Show them that their mind has not gone anywhere, and those things that's inside the body that may be corrupted can be fixed with healthy foods and healthy herbs from the. You can fix everything that's wrong with your body. And I want you to always remember that being fat is a dis-ease to the Melanin Nation. I don't want to see no more fat women, no more fat nothing. To me, in the eyes of my eye, you gave up. You gave up. Never give up. Roll till the wheels fall off the righteous way. Never give up. Going into drugs and all of these alcohols. Never give up. Never fall into the gang. Be a leader. Never follow them in nothing they do. When they're having a good time, they're just killing themselves, fighting over the little energy that they have. The murder that you see all around the planet is because they are perishing, and they need your death and your light to fly through them. But when you're happy, you're in love, and you perish, your spirit flies home. It never goes to them. It goes right back to home, which is built from love. So you must understand the powers of love. It brought you here, and it will bring you home. But you must believe God is love. And don't fall for the fake shit, the fake love, the fake smile. Don't fall for that shit. If it was really real, why I don't see you fighting for a free world? Why I don't see a free world coming out of your mouth? So quit the bullshit, people, and let's get it. I'll be back a little later for some more, maybe. But you know what it is, people. You know what time it is. Don't work for other people. Do what you gotta do. Work for yourself, even if you have to start from nothing and selling oranges and apples and banana, incense and oils. Even if you have to do that. The key to that is your house is my house. We buy a piece of land, we all going on it. We buy an RV, it's all our RVs. We buy a laptop, we all gonna use it. That is the key. To not be selfish and never give up on those who feel that they are lost. Never give up on them. Keep knocking at their door. Keep telling them, please stop eating this, come on, eat this, flush your colon out, do this. You can do it, you can do it. Keep pushing them. Be the God that will wake the devil up or get the devil out of the bodies, out of the God bodies. That is the whole thing for Melanin Up, is to get rid of all that confusion out of the children and out of the people who got lost in the sauce. Bring them back home. Show them the way. Roll till the wheels fall off righteously. Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace. Let's get it.